Welcome to the Quiet Discipline Method, where we explore the profound power of silence and strategy to completely transform your reality. Imagine vanishing from the chaotic noise of the world for 90 days to reconstruct every single aspect of your fractured life. Most of us feel stuck, not because we lack effort, but because our precious energy is scattered across 1,000 trivial things. We are bleeding out our potential in slow motion, distracted by noise that offers absolutely no value to our future selves. The modern world demands your attention constantly, tearing your focus apart until you have nothing left to give to your dreams. The solution is not to run faster in the race, but to step off the track and disappear into the shadows. We call this the protocol of disappearance, a strategic withdrawal designed to sharpen your mind and harden your will for success. This 90-day journey is built upon 5 immutable laws that will serve as the foundation for your new, powerful identity. Let us begin with the first principle, the law of withdrawal, which dictates that you must pull back to gain power. Think of an arrow on a bowstring. It must be pulled backward with great tension before it can fly forward with force. You are not hiding from the world out of fear. You are stepping back to strategize without the interference of others. In this silence, you will find the answers that have been drowned out by the constant noise of social media and news. Withdrawal allows your nervous system to reset, clearing the fog that has clouded your judgment and hindered your progress for years. Your energy is a finite resource, and withdrawal acts as a seal that prevents it from leaking into meaningless interactions. You must learn to say no to good opportunities so that you can say yes to the few truly great ones. Solitude is dangerous for the weak, but for the disciplined mind, it is the forge where true strength is hammered out. When you withdraw, you are forced to confront yourself, stripping away the masks you wear to please society and friends. Growth always happens in the dark, hidden from prying eyes, just as the seed must break open before reaching the sun. Use this time to audit your life, examining every failure and success without the distraction of external validation or criticism. The work you do in the shadows will eventually reveal itself in the light, but only if you commit fully now. This phase is not about loneliness. It is about metamorphosis, a necessary period of isolation to facilitate a complete structural change. Embrace the quiet, for it is in the absence of noise that you will finally hear the voice of your ambition. Once you have successfully withdrawn from the chaos, you are ready to apply the second law of this transformation protocol. This brings us to the law of elimination, the ruthless process of subtraction rather than addition to your daily existence. Perfection is achieved not when there is nothing more to add, but when there is nothing left to take away. Look at your environment and ask yourself the critical question: does this object serve my mission, or does it distract me? Digital clutter is the enemy of clarity. You must purge your devices of apps that are designed to steal your attention. Elimination also applies to people. You must distance yourself from toxic relationships that drain your emotional and mental reserves. Identify the habits that weaken your body and mind and cut them out with the precision of a skilled surgeon. When you eliminate the non-essential, you create a vacuum that can be filled with meaningful work and deep thought. Stop consuming content constantly. Eliminate the need to fill every silence with music, podcasts, or mindless entertainment. You are carrying a heavy backpack of obligations and distractions. To move faster, you must lighten your load significantly. Busyness is not productivity. Eliminate the trivial tasks that make you feel busy, but move you nowhere towards your goals. By narrowing your channel of input, you increase the pressure and power of your output, creating a force of nature. Eliminate the regret of the past and the anxiety of the future, anchoring yourself firmly in the power of the present. Simplify your daily choices, from what you wear to what you eat, to conserve your decision-making power for what matters. Do not engage in battles that do not matter. Eliminate the ego's need to be right or to be understood. Your mind is a garden. If you do not eliminate the weeds of negativity, they will choke out your potential. The law of elimination is painful at first, but it leaves you with a sense of lightness and absolute clarity. Now that you have cleared the space, we must apply the third law, the law of focus, to direct your power. Consider the difference between a lantern that scatters weak light everywhere and a laser that concentrates energy to cut through steel. You must become the laser, directing all your mental and physical resources toward a singular, dominant goal for 90 days. Deep work is the superpower of the 21st century. It is the ability to master hard things quickly and produce quality. Just as the sun's rays do not burn until brought to a focus, your efforts will not yield results without concentration. Protect your focus as if your life depends on it, because the quality of your future life depends on this focus. Wear your blinders. Do not look at what others are doing. Do not compare your chapter 1 to their chapter 10. Focus is the hammer that shapes reality. Repetitive, and intense strikes are what build empires and legacies. If you chase 2 rabbits, you will catch neither. Pick one major objective for this protocol and hunt it down relentlessly. Neuroscience shows that multitasking is a myth. You're merely switching tasks and losing cognitive power with every single switch. Train your attention span like a muscle. Start with small blocks of focus and extend them as your mental endurance grows. In high-stakes environments, a moment of distraction spells disaster. Treat your life goals with that same level of critical urgency. Enter the flow state, where time dilates and effort becomes effortless, by immersing yourself completely in the task at hand. Precision is the child of focus. Do not settle for busy work. Aim for the tasks that move the needle. When you focus your mind, you organize your internal world, bringing order to chaos and purpose to your daily existence. To sustain this intensity over 90 days, you cannot rely on willpower alone. You need the 4th law, the law of routine. Routine is the framework that turns discipline into a reflex, removing the need for motivation to get the job done. Guard your mornings like a gatekeeper. This is the sacred time where you build momentum before the world tries to intrude. Rituals anchor your mind. A consistent sequence of actions signals to your brain that it is time to perform at peak levels. Boredom is the filter that separates the successful from the dreamers. You must learn to love the monotony of the grind. Structure creates freedom. By planning every hour, you eliminate the anxiety of not knowing what to do next. Once the train of routine is moving, it is hard to stop. Momentum will carry you through the days when you feel weak. Your day begins the night before. Proper preparation prevents poor performance and reduces friction when you wake up. Treat yourself like a soldier in your own army. Orders are given by your higher self and executed by your body. Automate your basic needs. When you do not have to think about what to eat or wear, you save energy for creation. Do not focus on the wall. Focus on laying this one brick as perfectly as a brick can be laid. Consistency is the compound interest of self-improvement. Small daily deposits of discipline yield massive returns over 90 days. Amateurs wait for inspiration to strike. Professionals show up and get to work regardless of how they feel emotionally. Be like water, cutting through rock, not by sheer force in one moment, but by the relentless persistence of your routine. Respect the recovery. Sleep is not a luxury. It is a biological necessity for cognitive function and emotional regulation. The final destination of this protocol is the fifth law, self-mastery, where the mind finally conquers the impulses of the body. Self-mastery is the state where your emotions become your servants, rather than your masters, serving your higher purpose. Your primal brain wants comfort, safety, and dopamine. You must override these signals with the command of your will. Every time you deny a temptation, you are doing a rep for your willpower muscle, making it stronger for bigger challenges. You are the sovereign of your own soul. Do not abdicate your throne to fleeting feelings or temporary discomforts. Reacting with anger or frustration is a sign of weakness. The master observes the chaos without becoming part of it. Develop an inner citadel, a core of peace that remains untouched regardless of the storms raging on the surface. True confidence comes from keeping the promises you make to yourself. It is the reputation you have with your own conscience. When you master yourself, the mountain is no longer an obstacle. It becomes a path to your own elevation. After 90 days of this protocol, you will look in the mirror and see a stranger, a more dangerous and capable version. Now the time has come to open the door and step back into the world, not as a participant, but as a leader. You return to the noise, but you no longer carry it within you. You carry the silence and the strength of the void. Your discipline is not just for you. It is a gift to those around you who need a pillar of stability. By mastering yourself, you become a beacon for others who are lost in the fog of mediocrity and distraction. Withdraw, eliminate, focus, routine mastery. These are the 5 keys that unlock the chains of your former self. The world is waiting for your return, but do not rush. Ensure your armor is solid before you step onto the battlefield. This 90-day protocol is not the end. It is merely the prologue to the masterpiece that will be your life. You have built the roots in the dark so that you can weather any storm that attempts to knock you down in the light. The question is no longer, can you do it? But are you brave enough to disappear so that you can truly be found? Stop watching your time run out. Seize the hourglass and turn it to your favor through the power of quiet discipline. Take control of your narrative. Do not let society write your script. You are the director, the actor, and the critic. The path of the quiet disciplinarian is lonely, but the view from the summit is worth every single step of the climb. Be the flame that burns steady in the darkness, providing light not just for yourself, but for all who cross your path. When you finish the 90 days, do not stop. Recalibrate, set higher targets, and begin the cycle of elevation once again. You have burned away the old version of yourself. Now rise from the ashes as a forged entity of purpose and power. The greatest reward is not what you get from this protocol, but who you become in the process of completing it. The night is over. The dawn of your new life has arrived. It is time to wake up and claim your destiny. Quiet discipline is not a punishment. It is the highest form of self-love you can possibly offer to your soul. Prepare yourself. The world is loud, but you are quiet. The world is scattered, but you are focused. You will win. Do not wait for Monday. Do not wait for the first of the month. The protocol begins the moment you decide. Let your intuition be your compass, and your discipline be the map. Together, they will guide you through any terrain. Bloom in silence. Let your success make the noise. Let your results scream so loud that you never have to speak. Find your center, hold it, protect it. This is the source of your power. This is the quiet discipline method. I challenge you to start your 90 days. Commit to the silence. Commit to the work. And watch your life transform. You are not alone on this path. There are others in the shadows, working just like you, building a better future. Ignite the fire within. Let it burn away everything that is not you, until only the pure gold remains. The view is waiting for you. The person you are meant to be is waiting for you. Go and meet him. Breathe in the silence. Exhale the noise. Your journey into the quiet discipline begins right now, in this very moment. If this message resonated with your soul, join our order by subscribing to this channel and sharing this protocol. Turn on notifications so you do not miss the next lesson in our series on mastering the art of living. Remember, silence is not empty. It is full of answers. It is the sleep that nourishes wisdom and births greatness. Walk into the light of your potential. Leave the shadows of mediocrity behind. You are ready. You are capable. you are free. This is the quiet discipline method. Embrace the silence, master your potential, and return to the world stronger than ever before.